Tree of life, route to all fitness. Tree Moss is the business. You're with the man himself, Tree. Yes, I am travelling. It is a trees travel tree, so I've just got the roof down. You know how it goes. But this one here, we're going to talk about, there's a difference between sympathy and empathy. And a lot of people get it confused because there's a thin line between sympathy and empathy. Sympathy is when you feel sorry for someone because of their misfortune. Empathy is understanding someone's emotions and how they feel. So a lot of time, when people should be showing empathy, they're actually showing sympathy. For instance, like, your missus might come home or your friend might come and tell you a situation about work, and you'd be thinking, oh, I'm sorry that happened, or let me give you a solution so it don't happen again, because you don't want them to go through the misfortune again. They might be saying, you don't understand, because they want empathy. They want you to feel how they felt, or they want you to feel how they feel when they're going through that situation. A lot of times when you're empathetic, you won't come up with a solution. You'll just help someone navigate on how they feel, because you'll feel how they feel, or you'll understand how they feel. The problem is, a lot of people expect people to have empathy and be empathetic, but it's not a natural feeling for a lot of people. Having sympathy for someone, it's kind of a natural feeling, even though a lot of the times I say there's no sympathy for men, it should be there's no empathy for men. Certain times when we're going through things, no one doesn't really understand, and that's why men don't really talk about it, because a lot of the time there's no empathy and there's no sympathy. That's why we have the highest suicide rates. That's why we have high mental illness and we go through depression a lot. A lot of people can't be empathetic because that's not the way they're designed, and we're more disconnected from each other than anything, like with social media, society. The way life is now is, you should get on with it, and you got to do what you got to do for you. Obviously as well, and as I normally say, there's an exception to everything. So there's gonna be times where you won't be able to feel empathy for someone because they'll be going through something that you can't relate to or be empathetic to, because you will never go through it. So for instance, someone could have a chronic illness or a chronic disease, or for instance, even if a girl was going through a cycle, I can be empathetic, but I can't, because I've never felt that and I never will feel that. And I think in a lot of times when you're not empathetic, you end up being sympathetic. That's for someone who does have empathy or tries to have empathy or is an empath, because you can't relate to that pain, then you try and you show sympathy in it, and you're upset for their misfortune. But yeah, like I said at the start, there's a thin line between sympathy and empathy, and a lot of people get it confused. Try and know what emotion you're supposed to be in, or what emotion you're in when it comes to being empathetic or sympathetic, because you might show the wrong emotion and upset someone. But my thing, Tree of life, route to all fitness. Tree Moss is the business. You've been with the man himself, Tree. Drop top driving, drop top living. Now the thing goes. Love every time.